Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Having It Out. We're back with another show this week. It's our New Year's special this week. Obviously, we've had a bit of delay with the Christmas special. It's kind of my bad. It's been a bit of a shit show if I'm honest, but I'm sure everyone understands it's a bit difficult this time of year with it being Christmas, and obviously it was my birthday just before Christmas. It's a bit of a busy time of year for everyone, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Everyone have a nice Christmas?
Yeah,
mine was really good. Obviously, I spent it with you and my mum, didn't I? So,
Yeah.
What could have been better?
What did you get up to, Joe?
Not too much. Went down to Girlfriend's Brothers.
Girlfriend's brothers?
Girlfriend's Brothers, yeah. Can't call me brother-in-law yet.
You said yeah.
Just had Christmas dinner there and then went back home. Pretty much it. Standard.
Standard, yeah? You're not, so what did you do? Did you get up in the morning, open
Get up in
presents?
the morning, open presents, as it would. Yeah, got a couple of good things.
What'd you get?
So I
What
got
Santa Claus bring you?
Santa Claus. He brought me the new Spider-Man. You know, the Miles Morales.
Yeah, she just said you've got a new PlayStation. haven't you?
one.
Oh, yeah. It's awesome.
The
Really,
Miles
really good.
Morales one?
Yeah, it's really good. I'm enjoying it.
Have you not played the Spider-Man one?
I played Spider-Man as well, yeah. There was the old one on PS4.
No. Yeah, on the PS4.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
difference?
So it's the new story. It's like the next of King,
Oh, right,
basically.
okay.
See, the way I saw it was just DLC for Spider-Man.
It's all right. It's pretty short, but there's like loads of side missions and what you can do on it. So you get your money's worth out of it, and I'm enjoying it. So
No, it was one of the best games I've played in a while.
Yeah,
on
definitely.
PlayStation. That's definitely sure. But
Yeah.
no, did you get anything else other than your game?
got some clothes. You know,
Very nice.
you need boxes and you need stuff like that, don't you? Socks and whatnot.
Yeah.
Got a new pair of shoes, which I'm showcasing now.
Oh, they're nice.
Yeah.
can't see.
Can't see it properly. Yeah, that's it.
I'll have to stand up.
They are nice shoes.
Yeah, they are nice.
New Nikes. So
Very nice.
happy days. Yeah. What about you two? Did you get anything nice?
What did you get, Brad?
I got some clothes. I got a lot of aftershave,
Yeah.
which is nice. I like having aftershave.
I feel like you never need to buy aftershave because at Christmas
Well,
you
that's it.
stockpile it, don't you?
Yeah.
I didn't get any aftershave. I got
Oh,
shitloads of link sets there.
Well.
About 3 or 4 link sets. But anyway, go on.
I can't really remember what I got. Can you remember what I got? Remember his fucking shite.
Got a couple of bits for his bike. So obviously he's got his bike now, so we're wanting to go out on bike next year and start cycling and
Start
that.
getting fitter.
Yeah.
Go see Alan up in Selby and stuff. So I got a lock and mud guards and stuff.
Brilliant.
What else did you get? I got a few games and a few board games.
Yeah.
I got you an Xbox voucher and your bike lock.
Oh yeah, I got a 1 terabyte hard drive for my Xbox as well,
That's all right.
which was good.
You need that, don't we?
Definitely. mate.
After downloaded both the CODs and Warzone, I had literally like 16 megabytes left on my Xbox. I was like,
yeah.
so yeah, I got that. Obviously, installed it straight away, and now I've got like 800 megabyte left. I was like,
Nice one.
You
or gigabyte
got
left, should I
a
say?
few artsy things. So what's that thing you like doing?
Oh, it's the 5D artwork.
5D?
Yeah.
Not 3D, not
No,
4D.
no, it's 5D. Yeah.
You can
5D.
taste and smell it. No, you can't. No, you can't.
It's essentially, do you know when you're younger you get like it's like colour coded. It's like number 1 is like
Yeah.
red, number 2 is blue. It's like that, but it's letters to start with, and you get like a little pen,
Right.
dab it in some like a little sticky thing,
Right.
put it in the colour, and you dab it onto obviously the corresponding letter,
Understood.
and then it makes a big picture once you're finished.
All right.
And I got 2 big ones. I got a lion. And I think, what was the other one? A tiger or a panther or something.
Yeah.
And they're both huge. So, I mean,
Yeah, that sounds all right.
if go lockdown in January, I've got
Yeah.
loads of stuff to do. Do you know what
That's
I mean?
it.
They're a bit like, they're a bit like diamond gem looking things, but
Right.
we've got one up. You've got one upstairs, don't you? A panther one.
Yeah, I did that first lockdown last year. It took ages. Yeah, because it's like one colour is just the mass of it. So it's just spending all your time just dotting fucking half of it. Honestly.
I'm trying to think what else you got. Your bike stuff, your aftershaves, your deodorants. Oh, you got a few bits for your Xbox, like some hooks and stuff, didn't you, to put your
Yeah.
sets
Oh yeah,
and
I got a charging station from a controller and some battery packs with it as well. So now I don't have to go through loads of fucking batteries.
Yeah. What do you get, Jay? Anything?
I tell you what, mate. Like Brad said, when
You forget it, don't you?
the day is so hectic and it goes by so quick. You don't take by the time. Well, no, you don't. And by the time you sit down, you're absolutely knackered. And I was on the phone to my mum earlier, and she was like, "What did you get?" And I'm like, "You know what? I can't remember." And that sounds so ungrateful, considering I got actually quite a lot. Well, all those chocolates on the sides, man. But I've kept them down here to sort of so I don't overindulge.
Don't snack yourself.
Yeah. I got lots of sweets and chocolates. Got bottle of rum, bottle of gin from Brad's brother and his other half, a bottle of rum, a few beers. I got a keychain bottle opener, which is part weapon.
I need one of them.
Oh, mate, it's a weapon.
It's so sharp.
You can slice bubble wrap with it. It's amazing.
Friggin' hell.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, if anyone fucks with it, it's really, the only downside to it is it has my name engraved. So even if it is,
it can be traced back to you.
Yeah. What else did I get? I got, like I say, some sweets, some chocolates, a few games. I got an Alexa.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, my mum got me an Alexa, which it's, let's be fair, it only gets used as a speaker.
That's it. But
speaking of alarm clock, innit?
Well, I could use it as an alarm clock, but
you got your phone.
Yeah, I've got my phone, and it'd just be too loud. Yeah, if I'm honest, it would just be too loud. I'd have to fuck around. I'd have to listen to music and make sure I turn volume down for the alarm so I don't wake up every other gun.
Yeah,
and it's just like I say, a few games, some booze, some chocolates, an Alexa. Got like a dream catcher.
Oh, we both got some crystals, don't we?
Yeah, some crystals, some stones.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're good.
They're pretty good, yeah, I've put them up. We've got a dream catcher, which you can't put up because the walls are made out of fucking iron or something. A notepad and some pens just to sort of jot things down.
Jot future episodes of the Having Out podcast.
Yeah. And the biggest, I suppose one of the biggest things I got was just like a crap ton of gift cards and money because as you know, I'm saving up for this new laptop.
Yeah.
Which will hopefully help with the podcast and then it'll help me as well. But the laptop's like, I found out the reason I couldn't order it. So the reason I can't order it is because it's out of stock. So I have to go for the step up. So there's a £629 one, so I now have to buy the £649 one. It's only an extra 20 quid, but
when
it's an extra step.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean?
So come payday, I'm hoping I'll have enough. I might skimp myself.
Yeah,
but it'll be worth it though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, even if I do skimp myself, it's not end at world because I don't have to worry about bus fares because I've got a bike now.
Yeah,
so I can just take the bike to work, lock it up, and so I'm not spending money that way. I'm not going to the shop and buying shit because I've got all the shit bought for me.
Yeah,
for Christmas, so I'm not needing or wasting that money anyway.
Yeah,
I've got a workaround for it really. So.
100%. Well, it sounds like we had a good Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the New Year special, so we were going to talk about, we had a discussion beforehand, we're going to talk about what happened and where we are, how we got to this point today.
Yeah. From
the very start of Having Out and how it sort of became a thing.
Yeah. So I suppose, I mean, we've probably already covered this like slightly during the first couple of podcasts, but obviously the pandemic happened this year. Everyone was on lockdown across the world, really.
Yeah.
And we were just playing a lot of Xbox and just basically doing nothing. But in a sense, now that I think about it, lockdown and this whole pandemic, while it's been a bad thing on many, many stages, it's probably been one of the best things to happen in a sense of us and the podcast and such.
100%.
Because
you put a tweet out, actually. I saw on Twitter about you saying about the lockdown uniting people.
Well, I saw
that and I was like, that's a good way of taking on it, actually.
I put a couple of things on. So the first thing, if just quickly going back to Christmas, is I tweeted something like, where is it? I think this is the first Christmas where instead of seeing people posting pictures about what they've got, they're instead posting pictures of their family. Moan all you want, but this pandemic has connected people in a way that we lost as humans.
Yeah.
And it's true because like I say, while we're all in lockdown, the only thing we all did was play Xbox. But before that, none of us had spoken to each other in months, years and weeks or whatever. Me and Brad, I know me and Brad live together now, and we see each other every day, but we'd only see each other every week, 2, 3 weeks.
Yeah, but we'd speak to each other.
We'd speak to each other all the time. But like Alan, I didn't see Alan for at least a year prior to that, you know, and Fox, I spoke to Fox probably a couple of times a month. And Joe, I hadn't spoke to you in probably even longer than that. I mean, we messaged each other here and there, but it's probably the most time we spent together as a group.
Absolutely.
Us three, Alan and Fox included, since we left school.
100%. Yeah.
And
as a collective, anyway.
Yeah, and even before the podcast wasn't a thing, we played a lot of Xbox together, whether it be COD or mainly pro clubs.
You can't go wrong with pro club stock.
No, but when was the last time that we all ever actually sat down and spoke to each other, like prior to the lockdown?
Oh no, that would have been definitely
never happened.
Year 10, year 11.
Yeah, never happened. So I'm thankful that it has the pandemic has happened in a way, because it sort of slowed things down and sort of it has connected people in a lot of ways. This podcast would never have been a thing if it wasn't for what happened this year.
100%.
It wouldn't have been.
No chance.
Because we were sat there all talking to each other, and in my head I'm saying, well, listen good enough.
Yeah.
In a sense. I need to do something. I can't just sit and play Xbox for 6-8 months throughout the year. I can't do it.
No, you need to start being more productive. And try to actually do something with your life rather than just sit and play Xbox every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I was off stir crazy. I was actually losing my mind, and a lot of people have this year. My mental health's bad enough as it is, but it was shooting. It was really shooting up and down. My sleeping habits were all over the place because I wasn't at work and whatever. It was awful. I wasn't doing enough. So I always, obviously we've mentioned before, I was always part of the YouTube scene in a sense, and I thought, well, why don't I just fucking go back into it?
100%.
Why not, rather than doing it myself, why not get everyone else
involved? Bring people with you.
Yeah.
I remember when you messaged me about it, and I was like, because I already had like projects on the side and whatnot, I was doing my editing beforehand, and then you messaged me with it, and I was thinking, actually, I've got a pretty good vision for this.
Yeah.
And that's when I started working on the concept of the logo. And that's how we sort of started getting talking sort of more regularly. Yeah.
Yeah, planning it. And
Yeah, it all came about pretty quickly, if I'm honest, because obviously
it took 4 to 6 months to actually get it all sorted, and obviously logos, banners.
Yeah. we talked about it for a long time before we actually announced it.
Because you told me about having it out as a podcast. I remember I did some drawings and whatnot, some sketches, like boxing gloves and whatnot for the, because you told me it was called having it out. Yeah.
So I remember, so I was speaking to Brad about it, saying I'd love to do this podcast as an idea, and we were just talking about it, and we both sort of went, yeah. And I knew that we wouldn't do it just by saying yeah. And because it's like many things, you make plans, you say, oh, we'd quite like to do this, It never happens.
Well, it's like on a night out when you meet some randomer and then you plan an adventure to go to fucking Mount Everest in the next week. But obviously it's never going to happen. It's just...
And that was it. And when me and Brad decided we wanted to do it, it was like, oh, great, we'll do it. What are we going to call it? And we didn't talk about it. Didn't talk about it.
No, Jay just came up to me and was like, I've got this really good idea. Having it out. I was like, it's not a bad shot, that. It's an alright name, yeah.
It was a sense of that, and it was a sense of right, Brad, I've done it. I've got a name. He was like, well, what is it? I was like, we're calling it Having It Out. I was like, do you not want to talk about it? I went, no. No, I said, we're not. I said, because I sort of pulled rank in the sense of it. I just fucking did it. I just did it. And from then, I made all the socials, so they were made.
Yeah.
And that was when I think we spoke to you around that time, Joe, because the way I envisioned it was, I always knew I wanted you to do sort of the graphical side of it.
Yeah.
Because you remembered ages ago, probably, we're talking here, 2012, 13 time, you did a sort of a a coloured drawing of one of my profile pictures. Do you remember?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. I've looked back at that it's awful.
But I always really liked it, and you did one for yourself, and I think it's one of your Twitter.
I've done two
pictures.
My Twitter one at the moment. That's the more recent
Well,
one.
I think at the time when you actually did it, it was.
Oh yeah, back then.
But do you know what I mean? Then obviously you look back at it now, it's like, well, I know I could have done better.
Yeah.
But
for a 13-year-old,
at the time, it was fucking sick.
I mean, when I came with the idea to Joe, I knew Joe could do it, and take this how you want, Joe. It came out better than I thought it would.
Oh really?
It genuinely, I knew you could do it. I knew it was coming out for, like, if you even look at the first concepts we did and look to what they are now, there's a massive difference.
Yeah, step up. Even when I was like drawing them, I was like, this isn't right, I need to do this, I need to do this. And it took me months to get it all right. The logo came fairly quickly, but it was the characters that I sort of played around with and dabbled around with.
Yeah. And like I said, we had a name. The reason I thought of having it out is because, well, having it is quite I don't know if it's a Yorkshire term, but especially where we're from, when you have it out with someone, you're either arguing about something, debating something, or you're fighting about something. Yeah. And I thought, well, it just came to me, and I was like, right, we'll stick with it. Yeah. I don't know, it was just one of those things. It popped in my head. I was like, right, we'll have it. Yeah. We'll take it.
Absolutely.
It's quite a clever name, to be fair. For a podcast, it's a really clever name.
Yeah. Yeah. And from that, we did it. We spoke about it for ages. We'd have weekly meetings about what we want to do, sort of jobs that we needed. Joe was doing all the graphical side of it.
Yeah.
Like, Brad would be researching things. I'd be emailing people, trying to book studios, trying to get sponsors, trying to get partners. Obviously, in the end, we ended up getting Alan's studio over in Harrogate, which we're no longer using just because of money and ease, really. It's easy for us to do it here.
Yeah, especially with all these restrictions.
Especially while you're saving up for this laptop, I think it sort of goes in progression, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, and the fact that we live together, it's just, we don't have to, because we was always like, okay, we have to do it on a Monday because that's when everyone's free, and then it just became
but I mean, like,
difficult.
Obviously, now it's at hours. It doesn't have to be on a Monday. It's just kind of... We've just kind of stuck to a Monday because obviously that's
what we used to.
That's just how it is,
yeah. But like I say, the times that Joe isn't available, we can
do it any day of the week.
We could do it any day. We could record, even if something pops up on the news, me and Brad could run downstairs, get all the stuff, get the laptop, get the microphone, run downstairs, talk about it for 10 minutes and then pack it all up and do that again the rest of the week. We could just do it like that. Yeah. It's made things a lot more flexible recently in terms of how we want to do things and how we can do them. But yeah, this is, how many months are we into this now of the actual show? We're on what, episode 8?
Episode 8. Yeah.
So that's 2 months of podcasts, but we've been doing it a lot longer. So we've probably been recording podcasts for about 3 months.
Yeah.
But the entire project was started in
April, March.
I was thinking March, yeah, March, April time. So
it's almost been a year.
It's almost been a year, yeah.
9 months.
It's been enjoyable. It is enjoyable. I'm talking like it's over. It's not over. It's just the start of it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's been
a fun journey.
It has been fun, and it's only going to get better. So I think it'd be worth talking about sort of the things that obviously people know what we have done. We've sort of gone over it so far.
Yeah.
But in terms of next year,
what we want,
what do we want to do?
Yeah.
As a podcast show.
So we'll set some resolutions, set some goals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me personally, I'd like to have more guests.
Absolutely. That was my sort of thing as well.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to have more guests. Now, we'll mention this towards the end of the podcast, but this is actually a re-record. This podcast show is actually a re-record of a previous one we attempted to do on my birthday, which was 3 days before Christmas.
It did not go well.
It didn't go well at all. So we'd gone into town, grabbed some food, came back in. This is me, Brad, Fox,
Alan and Fox.
Yeah, Alan and Fox and Alan. We all came back, had some food, and we started drinking. And then the drinking didn't stop. And then we started playing stupid games. We started playing charades and what else did we play?
I got a game on my phone, didn't I?
Was it? Have I never
It's called Party Pal on my phone, but it was like, I had loads of games like Never Have I Ever, Who's Most Likely, Spin the Bottle, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Never Have I Ever was a really, really bad idea. But anyway, without going too much into it, this is actually a re-record. The podcast we recorded was such a shit show. But we had Alan and Fox on, and I'd like to involve them a lot more as well.
Yeah, whereas
if it's the three of us now, I'd like
individual
to
or together. Do you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think me and Brad can both agree it's a lot easier having
one more person
part of the show.
Yeah.
Because obviously when we first started, Joey just sat behind a laptop.
I was trying to be as quiet as I could.
Yeah, it was a bit awkward and we didn't really know what we were doing.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I think it made us nervous.
Yeah. But then obviously now we've got Joe, and if Joe's not here, if we get a third person on the show, it flows a lot smoother, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's easier for us because although it sounds a bit silly off microphone. We talk like we normally would, but you stick a microphone there, and it's just that added pressure. There is an added pressure to it, and even like, I mean, it is what it is. But even like we're speaking now, there is a change in how we normally speak in a sense.
Yeah,
the sort of an almost professionalism.
That's it. Yeah,
sort of thing. But having that third person there just lowers that.
Yeah.
And, we wouldn't struggle on guests. I mean, some guests you might hear more than others. We'd probably have Fox on a lot more than we would Alan.
Yeah, because Alan's always busy, obviously, with his family and his job. And,
do you know what I mean? But obviously, we had ambitions last year. We wanted to do live performances. I wanted to get a couple of my friends in who were part of the music industry. And obviously, besides the pandemic, it was just a bit hard to do.
Yeah.
It was a bit forward. Yeah. And we needed to try and keep things simple, and obviously because we'd only just started, so obviously we need to try and keep things simple for the time being.
Yeah. And so anyway, I'd like to involve more guests. I'd like to have more of our friends together on some of the shows next year.
Yeah.
Is there any other? That's what I'd like.
That was my sort of main thing as well. Sort of, because I know when we set out, our sort of aim was to involve people from the uni and whatnot, and get up and coming artists and get them into it and whatnot. I still think that's a good idea. I don't mind that, but as I say, getting guests on, I feel like is the number one thing we should focus on for 2021.
Yeah,
that's it.
Brad, you got any?
I've got one.
Go on.
It's just to become more regular.
Yeah.
Because obviously we do record the podcast on a regular basis, but in terms of like editing it, putting it out there and whatnot, I want to become more regular, like try and find a set day, because we've got a set day to record it, but we don't have a set day to to get it out there. So if we, don't know,
I think that those things will come in time. Obviously obviously Joe's used to doing the editing, but since we've started picking up the editing, it has slowed down a bit because we're just not used to doing it.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. We're learning at the same rate.
Part of the reason the Christmas podcast is taking so long is because there's some added components that I'm not used to doing. Stuff like getting rid of green screens, doing overlays, adding videos and syncing it up with audio. There's just little things like that.
Yeah.
And I know you've not tried it, Brad, but when you get your hands on it as well.
I mean, I'd be baffled.
And we start doing, but we want to like do things like we want to add eventually we want to start adding cameras back into it.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to learn about doing cuts and stuff like that. So it's just things that will take time. But I completely agree with Brad. That is something I'd also like to do.
Absolutely. That could be like a personal resolution for you, to be honest, I think. It'd be a good one for you, I reckon, sort of get your hands on Premiere and fully sort of indulge in it and know the ins and outs of it, like I do at the moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, even still, the one where we did the Halloween episode, that was with cameras and whatnot.
Yeah.
That still took me ages.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, I had so many issues with that. And I wouldn't say professional, but
it's your job.
It's my job, so you know
what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think we've learned a lot of lessons in the last few months about the podcast, because obviously when we started although having the studio and the equipment there was great, and look, I'm so thankful for Alan for being able to provide us with all that stuff and that opportunity. It was just, it wasn't us in a sense, and we was trying to be too professional in a sense where we needed to just start from bare basics. It's just what we're doing now, like just audio.
Trying to be too big, too quick.
Yeah, and while that's good in one aspect, because we have ambitions to get to a certain point, it's just not realistic at this time.
You've got to have the climb, haven't you? You can't just start at the top.
No, you can't start at the top.
You need the journey to be big rather than just trying to set out and just 100%. Be instantly.
So I mean, that's a bit of advice for people that are wanting to do their own sort of thing as well, I think.
Yeah, just start from little,
keep
small.
it as simple as you can until obviously you gradually build up.
The quality increases as time goes on anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
With anything you do, absolutely anything you do.
Definitely. I did have one more thing. Really, that I'd like us to be able to do is I'd like us to not just almost be a podcast show.
Yeah.
I want to be able to do other things as well outside of podcasting. Right. We've tested things throughout the last few weeks in terms of streaming.
Yeah, the gaming side.
Yeah, I'd like to have sort of multiple options for people without sort of overdoing it for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I'd like to go into sort of the streaming side to cater towards people who want to know about gaming. I want to be able to do some more music things for people who want to do about music and stuff. And it's just, I'd like to do a bit more things other than podcasting, because we always said we're not called the Having It Out podcast show. Whilst we are called Having It Out podcast, I think we've almost rebranded ourselves to Having It Out, just having it out.
Just having it out, yeah.
Yeah, in which we do different things. Because at the end of the day, while it's good that, like, I've mentioned a story before about someone I used to work with. He was like, oh, you're a bit of an idiot for doing things like this and doing things like that. And I said, look, well, I appreciate your criticism and I appreciate your opinions. I'll take them on board. But at the end of the day, this is our show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And whilst, yes, we will do things that people want to hear us talk about and do, we also want to do it our way.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And like I say, for me personally, I'd like to do I'd like to do some streaming, maybe some gaming things, but we can maybe do things on camera as well.
Yeah.
When we get a camera set up, we can do, like, later on we'll be doing a little bits of some games and stuff. We can record them and use them as separate videos. It doesn't have to just be a podcast show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's it.
So that's sort of a few things I'd like to build.
That's a good thing, I think.
So just to summarise, really, we've said we'd like more guests. We said we'd like to be more. What was the word?
I've got written down. I've got more regular,
more fluent in a sense.
Yeah. More regular content and all in the same sense.
Yeah, I think like Joe said, that's a sort of a personal goal as well.
Yeah.
As a goal for us, and like I said, I'd like to expand in some more things.
Branch out,
branch out, really.
Start the streaming. Obviously, you were on about trying to edit was it a quarantage?
No, I remember when he said that.
The cat is out the bag. God darn it, Bradley.
Well,
the cat. Yeah. So one of the things I wanted to do is a lockdown-tage.
Lockdown-tage, that was it.
So, or a quarantage, you could call it.
It's actually come to me that.
Yeah, it's quite clever, that. Yeah, so obviously, as we said, during lockdown, we did a lot of gaming. I recorded a lot of stuff. When I'm feeling confident enough to edit it all, it'll take me at least 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
But, we've
got a lot of clips, haven't we?
And the quarantine, the pandemic has been a year-long thing anyway, so even if it comes out bloody back end of next year,
yeah, exactly.
It is what it is.
Yeah, 100%.
It comes up when it comes out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just a little side project I want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we've got some good goals there.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've definitely had some good things to talk about there.
Mm-hmm.
Should we end this New Year's special on how we started the podcast? We started the podcast doing some, like, Would You Rathers and playing some games.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be a good idea to end this year's podcast how we started the podcast.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of games or a couple of things we can talk about, really. So a couple of the things your mum got you and us for Christmas are some Would You Rather questions, and you got this game. I can't remember.
It's called What Came First.
Yeah, so we'll get onto it first, but I've just had one more thing pop into my head in that meantime.
Yeah.
We have a challenge.
We do have a challenge.
So
starting on the 1st of January.
Yes. So on starting on the 1st of January, obviously people can't see this when I've got it in my hand, but your mum gave us
A fitness challenge
to do through January. So it's a 30-day fitness challenge that we thought would be good to record. We'll probably just be recording it on the phones and speeding it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a vlog.
A little time lapse sort of thing. So me and Brad said we wanted to sort of get fit next year and do a bit more outside because obviously being in lockdown, couldn't go out anywhere. So why not?
Yeah, fitness has just gone out the window this year.
Yeah, so
it's not like I had it anywhere, but it's gotten worse now.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot worse. So it's a 30-day fitness challenge, which increasingly gets harder after 10 days. So I'll just read through the first 10, and because afterwards it repeats itself and just increases the numbers. So there's like 10 push-ups, day 1, day 2, run for 10 minutes, day 3, 10 burpees, etc. 10 squats, plank for 30 seconds, 10 sit-ups, 10 high knees, 10 box jumps, 10 lunges, 10 tricep dips. And then it repeats itself for the next 20 days, but increases the amount. So rather than doing 10 push-ups, you'll do 20 push-ups. But the way in which we're going to do it, and I think this is how it's meant to be done anyway, is so day 1's 10 push-ups. So we'll do 10 push-ups on day 1.
Yeah.
That's that one done. Yeah. Day 2 is run for 10 minutes. We won't just run for 10 minutes. We'll do 10 push-ups and we'll just add them on.
Yeah. So then on day 3, obviously, we'll do day 1, day 2, and day 3.
Yeah.
So obviously, when it gets to day 30, we'll have to do all of them.
Fucking knackered.
Yeah, so by day 30, it'll be like 30 push-ups, run for 30 minutes, 30 burpees, 30 squats, plank for 90 seconds, 30 sit-ups, 30 high knees, 30 box jumps, 30 lunges, 20 tricep dips. And, at the end of it, if we feel good, we might even get another one. Could get another one. Yeah. We could do another month. We could do 12 months of fitness challenges. Effectively, this is just an idea. But if it's good and we like it and we feel results, then I don't see why not.
I mean, if it goes well, we can kind of do what some YouTubers did like a couple of years ago with, I think it might be last year, with Fitness Feb.
Fitness Feb?
Yeah. So essentially, they all get like, obviously in February, they've all got Fitbits on and whatever. And whoever gets the most points in that month,
right,
obviously wins. And then whoever, the 2 people that lose, treats everyone to Nobu.
Right.
Which obviously the fucking...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But obviously we're not that bougie. Do you know what I mean? So obviously it can
Waggers.
It could just be like the losers give the winner like 10 quid or, do you know what I mean? Something like that. Obviously
so we could do this January challenge, and in February we could take our, like, for example, our weights, and whoever loses the most weight throughout that month, or the most pounds, whoever does the least has to treat the other person. If anyone else wants to join in.
Well, that's it. We can just invite Alan, Joe, obviously Fox, and whoever else wants to join in. We can obviously
if they want to do it. If they don't want to do it, they don't
just
have
make like
to
a little league.
But we've announced that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
That's sort of our little January projects that we'll be filming on the side, and
we'll keep everyone updated on how it's going.
Yeah, and then we might every now and again release, like, after 10 days, do a little 10-day one.
Yeah,
and then not doing, or a 15-day one, and then keep it quiet for the rest of the month. But it's just an extra thing for us to do, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's what we've got planned for January. So, and hopefully the next few months. So, what would you like to start on, boys? Would you like to start on what came first, or would you like to start on some Would You Rathers?
Let's do what came first.
Yeah. Okay, so this was a betting game you got, in which you get you get poker chips, and you put bets on them. We aren't doing this. We're just gonna guess for fun.
Yeah.
And we got a deck of cards. So, like, for example, we'll do the first one as an example. The card says, what came first, the Frisbee or Mr. T?
So I brought up a good point about this.
Yes, you did.
What does Mr. T mean? So is it when the character was created, or is that when the person who plays the character was born?
Yeah. So is it? Yeah.
So
no, because it wasn't the
Mr. T wasn't born as Mr. T.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, what's his real name?
Well, I know in the A Team he was B.A. Baracus, but I don't know if his actual, or is that his actual name?
I imagine it'll be when the character was made. Because obviously, if it was the actual character who plays him, obviously it would be his name and not Mr. T. Do you know what I mean?
So his name is Lawrence Tured.
Lawrence Terrell.
I've probably butchered that.
Probably.
But I'll show you how it's spelled and you can make your own decisions from that.
Right, I see.
So,
Road.
Yeah, so...
But yeah, I imagine it'll be the character Mr. T.
So yeah. Otherwise it'd say in brackets Lawrence, whatever his name is.
I've got to go Frisbee with this one.
So you think the Frisbee
as well, you know?
You think the Frisbee came before Mr. T?
Absolutely.
See, I'm going to play devil's advocate because it's a bit of an obscure one to put into there. So I'm going to say Mr. T. So we've got 2 for Frisbee. Yeah. Tell you what, we'll keep score here.
Yeah.
Well, someone want to keep a score? Brad, do you want to keep a score?
Yeah, I'll keep score.
We'll keep score for this. Just write each of our names and then just keep putting numbers down.
Yeah.
So the answer is the Frisbee. So
first.
so that is a point each for you two. So and it even tells you a bit of facts here.
All right.
Walter Morris invented the Frisbee in 1948, getting the idea from throwing popcorn tin lids with his girlfriend. Mr. T wasn't born until 1952. Sucker. Even says sucker. So that's the first one.
That's a good one. I like this one.
Yeah. So the next one we have is what came first, Beyonce or the Walkman? So the Walkman is obviously the
music system.
The music system where you plugged in tapes or CDs and listened to them.
Oh, God. I don't know how old Beyonce is.
Beyonce's like 50 and 60.
Is she?
Yeah.
Freaking hell.
Like 50, 60, yeah.
She had a lot of work done, Joe. You can do anything with plastic surgery.
So what's that? If we do 1960 for Beyonce.
Is the Walkman the one with the big CD that you put into it?
Yeah, but before that there was the cassettes.
Yeah, right. Is that a Walkman as well?
So in the picture, it looks like a cassette.
Oh, right.
So obviously cassettes were before CDs, so just use that as a bit of a hint. I'm going to say the Walkman.
What do you think, Brad?
I'll go Beyonce.
So it's me with a deciding vote.
Well, no, because we're all taking points.
I'm going to say the Walkman.
So me and Joe say the Walkman.
And I say Beyonce.
You say Beyonce. So the Walkman did come first. So Sony introduced the Walkman in 1979. Celestina Knowles wasn't born until 1981. So
it's close.
She was 2 years after the Walkman.
It's close.
The stage name Beyonce is a tribute to her mother's maiden name, which is Beyonce.
Yeah, she's not 60,
she's 39.
Yeah, wait,
She's 39.
Have a quick,
Fuck it. You have a joke, man.
Wait, 1930.
80s and then it running 2020.
Yeah, 39. She'll be 40 next year. Is that right? 40 this year? One of them.
I hope Beyonce's not watching this.
Yeah. Heaven forbid Beyonce watches having it out.
Furious.
She's 39. But I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Beyonce. I'm sorry for saying the plastic surgery comment because you're just very clearly just beautiful in your own way.
Right, so Joe's on 2, I'm on 1 and Jay's on 1.
I love Rock Nation.
39, you know.
So the next one we have is what came... I didn't read that, I promise. What came first... No, I promise. You not believe me?
No.
No? Okay, we'll just skip it then. But what came first, the hydrogen bomb or Hulk Hogan? I would have said the hydrogen bomb.
I would have said that as well.
It was, yeah.
It wouldn't have mattered, would it?
No, it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Right.
So what came next? What came first? The Blues Brothers film or the twins in The Shining, which is the film. Have either of you watched The Shining?
I've watched The Shining.
No.
Yeah.
So you might have seen a reference. You've watched Family Guy, haven't you?
Yeah.
You ever seen that scene where Stewie's riding on the bicycle?
Is it that Here's Johnny?
Yeah, it's the Here's Johnny.
Oh, I know that.
And it's the two girls, the two twins.
Right, okay.
So what came first, the two twins in The Shining or the Blues Brothers film? Or the both films? I'll say the Blues Brothers.
So it's essentially just the Blues Brothers or The Shining?
Oh, yeah.
The twins are quite young.
No, the Blues Brothers film.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So see, the question is the Blues Brothers film or The Shining film?
Yeah, I'm just going to go Blues Brothers. It was my first thing, so I'm just going to stick with it.
I don't know when The Shining came out.
I don't know what the Blues Brothers is. I don't think.
Neither. I'll go Shining.
You ever watch Drake and Josh?
No, really.
Wow.
I watched a little bit of it.
They were obsessed with them.
With that.
So what are you saying?
I'll go Shining.
I'll go Blues Brothers.
So me and Joe have gone Blues Brothers, you've gone Shining. What's the Blues Brothers? That's another point.
Joe's good at this game, you know.
I'm on a roll.
So the scores are currently Joe's got 3,
Joe's got 2,
Brad's
Jay's
got 1.
2, I've got 1, yeah.
Okay.
Not very good at this.
Oh, this is a good one.
Oh.
So what came first? Pluto, the X-planet. So obviously Pluto is no longer referred to as a planet. People refer to it as an asteroid. Or Pluto the dog.
Disney.
What? So essentially...
What came first?
Yeah. Pluto was made and then Pluto got founded.
This one could be up for debate. I'll read the back of the card. Well, I think this is going to be a guess from all
So which
of
came
us.
first?
Pluto the X-planet or Pluto the dog?
So...
Oh, so it'd be when it was discovered versus when...
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when Pluto was discovered or when Pluto was made?
So one must be named after the other. You'd think.
Why?
No, I think that's a good...
Well, no, because Pluto's a dog and...
Yeah, but if Pluto and planet was discovered first, then surely wouldn't Pluto the dog be named after the planet?
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
That's my thinking behind that.
Why would it...
Or vice versa.
Nah.
Well, you're not going to name a fucking planet after a dog, are you?
Why not? We've got Uranus.
but someone actually named it that.
Yeah, someone was having someone on there.
Well, look, obviously, when you find stuff in astroscience, whatever it's called,
astrology,
you can actually, whatever you find, you name.
Well, this is it. So
I got Pluto X planet.
Well, I was going to go Pluto the X planet.
That's what I was saying.
I got Pluto dog then. Fuck it.
Are you playing devil's advocate?
Mix it up. I'll go Pluto dog.
Oh, he's done dizzled us here.
Oh, no.
It is Pluto the dog.
Yes.
Oh, really?
So Mickey's boisterous pet bounded onto our screens in 1929. The other Pluto was discovered. So Pluto the dog was from 1929.
That's mad.
The other Pluto was discovered and named after the god of the underworld in 1930. Of course.
Was it only a year out? That's mental.
Yeah. So these will all be very closely linked.
Yeah.
Stretch Armstrong.
So what came first? Stretch Armstrong or Lance Armstrong, the cyclist?
Have you ever had a Stretch Armstrong?
I've never had one.
You've never had it. Tell you what, you had to have some muscles for them. They were made out of.
Are they the ones with the sticky hands that you could stick to stuff and then stretch
I think they made certain versions of it. I didn't have a sticky one.
Yeah.
But mine, I remember it being really hard to pull. Yeah.
I'm gonna go Stretch.
You're gonna go Stretch?
I've got to say Lance.
I'm gonna say Stretch.
Yeah.
So
this will be tight, I reckon.
So is it me and you, Brad?
Me and you, Stretch, and Joe's and Lance.
It was Lance Armstrong. This is ridiculous. Joe's running away with this. So Lance Armstrong came before Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, sorry, I was.
You had a very confused look.
No, I was looking at the next card. Sorry.
So once known as Le Boss Big Tex, but now known for winning races because he was loaded with performance-enhancing drugs. Yeah. Lance was born in 1971. Stretch Armstrong didn't flex his rubbery muscles until 1976.
Right.
We'll do two or three more.
Yeah. So what are the scores on current?
Joe's on 4 and me and you are both on 2.
Well, let's do 5. Because we could catch up to Joe.
Do you want to do 5 more?
Yeah, let's do 5 more. We'll go through them quickly because I don't know how long we've been going on for.
Yeah, just read out.
We'll just go.
What year they were.
Yeah, Wolverine or Hugh Jackman? What came first, Wolverine or Hugh Jackman?
Surely.
I'm going to say Wolverine.
Surely.
I'm going to say Hugh Jackman.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what you think? Or are you just going...
Well, he needs to claw points back, doesn't he? So it doesn't really matter.
I see what you did there. Claw points back. Clever. Right, so... Hugh Jackman came before Wolverine. So the nicest man in Hollywood was born in 1968, whereas Wolverine didn't come till 1974.
That's mad.
What came first, Kim Kardashian or Kim Jong-un?
Kim K.
Kim K came before Kim Jong-un?
This seems obvious, but... how old's Kim Jong-un?
I'm going to say Kim Jong-un.
I'm going to say Kim Kardashian. Yeah. So I think that's got to be a trick. That's surely.
That was my reasoning.
Yeah.
Because obviously, it was Kim Jong-un had a dad, obviously he died, so he took over Kim Jong-un took over at a really young age.
Right. Yeah, but I'm saying Kim anyway. Kim Kardashian, not Kim.
So I'm saying
Kim K.
Yeah. You're saying Kim K, I'm saying Kim Jong.
Kim K.
Oh, it was Kim K, yeah.
There we go.
Kim K was 1980. Kim K was 1980, was 1982. What came first, Die Hard or Viagra?
Viagra.
Viagra came before Die Hard.
100%.
Do you think? Yeah. I reckon Die Hard.
I reckon Die Hard.
Alright.
I swear to fucking God, if you say Viagra, I'm pretty sure, and it's right, I'm pretty sure I cannot claw it back at this stage.
You're 5'5" at that point.
This is number 3.
Die Hard.
Yes, come on.
But Die Hard. Bruce Willis was 1988. Viagra rose to fame in 1989. I did not write these cards.
Right, so we've got 2 left.
So what came first? The song Lady Madonna or Madonna herself.
This seems like another trick one. You'd surely think that was written about Madonna, wouldn't you?
No.
No, because that's where they get you.
That's what I mean.
I'm going to say Lady Madonna, the Beatles song.
I'm going to say Madonna.
The person or the song?
I've got to say the song.
So
that's got to be a trick.
Okay. Oh, it was Madonna the person.
Oh, man. Oh, it's tight now.
Right. So we've got one card left.
Okay.
Joe's on 6, I'm on 5, Jay's on 3.
Well, I don't like the next one, so I want to finish on a good one. Oh, this is a good one. I've just cut the cards, so there we go. So the last one we're going to do is what came first, helicopters or Arnold?
Okay.
Get to the chopper.
No.
No. Get to the chopper.
I'm going to go... What are you going to go, Joe?
Well, that's why I'm going to wait for you to see what you want to go, because we've got to disagree on this
So
one.
either way, I've lost, so I'll go first.
I could agree and get the win. Easily. But I'm not going to do that.
I'm going to go...
We need exciting stuff,
Yeah,
Joe.
exactly.
I'm going to go Arnie.
Yeah?
Bear in mind, if Brad wins and Joe loses, we have to go to another one.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a tie break. So I'm going to go Arnie.
I'm going to go helicopters.
I guess I've got to go on then.
So, this could be the last one. What came first, Arnie or helicopters? It was helicopters.
Yes.
So we go to a tiebreaker. This is brilliant. Oh, this is another. This is going to be a hard one here. Well, they've all been very hard so far, but this one's a good one. So what came first, holograms or David Hasselhoff?
Holograms.
There's holograms in Star Wars, holograms in loads of stuff. How old's David Hasselhoff?
Well, he knocked down part of the Berlin Wall. So whenever the Berlin Wall was knocked down, he was definitely in his 20s.
I've gone holograms.
I'm going Hoff, even though it's pointless what I say at this stage.
I think we'll keep it exciting. I've got to go for the Hoff.
Right. So
I need holograms to win.
So Brad's gone for holograms and Joe's going for the Hoff. So the winner is the Hoff. Bastard. Unfortunately, Brad, you haven't won this one. So
good game, Joe,
this last one.
Fair play.
I'll just read this last one just for fun. So the Hoff was born in 1952. 3D objects were displayed via holograms for the first time in 1962. So there's 10 years between holograms and the Hoff.
I knew it would be the Hoff because obviously it's just the holograms are quite relatively new.
Yeah.
But I was like, there's a lot of trick questions in here.
So what are the final scores, Brad?
Joe's on 7 in first place. I'm on 6 in second, and you're on a measly 4 points.
Before we move on, all right. In my defence, I have no defence. It's pot luck at this stage. So, are we going to keep the scores for the final game, or are we going to start afresh?
I mean, we can keep the scores.
I'd prefer to start afresh, but
what we're playing for? We're playing for 2020 as the year. This was his year.
I mean,
whose year?
I mean,
whoever wins.
Well, yeah.
Having out award for the most amazing person of 2020.
I'll do it.
We'll keep them separate.
I'll do it as a separate thing, but keep the original.
Because if it gets interesting, then I'm happy to include it. And that's just a loser's mentality. That.
Yeah.
How are we doing scores for this one? It's would you rather?
Oh yeah, good point. We can't do scores for this one, can we? Scores. So in that case, Joe, you're a winner. Well done, Joe.
You've won 2020.
I'll take my crown.
Well done. We don't have a crown for you.
It's not the best year I could have won.
We will find you a lollipop.
Oh, brilliant.
We will find you a lollipop.
We'll find you a lollipop. We do have a lollipop.
Brilliant.
So, right, so...
Remind us to give you that after the show.
Let's end the podcast. I mean, there's a couple of things we've got yet to discuss at the end, but let's end this podcast with how we've started it, which was with Would You Rathers, really.
Yeah.
I won't go through the first one because we've already done the first one as part of the first podcast that we did. So, the first Would You Rather is, would you rather you could only eat burnt food or only eat other people's leftover food?
Burnt.
I'd say burnt.
I can't do... Yeah, but I can't do germs.
Leftovers.
I cannot do it.
See, what defines a leftover? Would you say off their plate?
So, like, say you've gone to a restaurant, and you've someone next to you who's literally just half finished a burger and some fries. Oh. You get given that plate.
Yeah.
How burnt we talking?
Burnt.
Chris.
Well, not I mean, it doesn't say, but I'd just say burnt.
Burnt is burnt.
You can't predict burnt. It could be burnt to the point of
burnt toast. Obviously, a lot of burnt toast is obviously a little bit of black is burnt toast.
I've got to say leftovers, to be honest.
Really?
Leftovers.
Really?
See, as far as I couldn't do it. I mean, I struggle to share dips with people.
Yeah.
You know, when people are dunking in the same ketchup and that, I'm like, it depends who it is though.
Yeah.
If it's a stranger,
no chance. You don't know if they've sneezed or coughed. Do you know what I mean?
You can't take a risk this year with that, can you?
No,
So, would you rather live as the opposite gender for a day or live as any animal for the day? Fucking any animal, definitely.
Opposite gender.
You'd rather be a woman.
There's not many pros about that, you know.
No, there isn't really.
There is.
We've got it quite.
What are the pros?
If you're say if I'm a girl for a day,
Okay.
right? So pretty much all you need to do, I'm assuming you keep all whatever.
I'd say you grow it. You grow what you need.
So what I was thinking was,
whoa, you on about it?
what I was thinking was, you make an OnlyFans, you take loads of photos, and then when you turn back into a boy, you've got that fucking ammo to make peas.
Who's to say you're attractive? Yeah.
Mate, someone's gonna find you. Someone's gonna pay for your OnlyFans regardless anyway.
It'll just be you.
There's some desperate people out there that will just, do you know what I mean? Set it for a $5 or whatever. You're making peas.
But then think about the animal, like the bird that can juggle or whatever.
There's a bird that can juggle.
There would be if you change.
You're not going to make money as an animal.
Yeah, but I'd have fun.
What? Yeah, but for a day.
Yeah.
If you do my idea, you're set for life.
Yeah, I like you thinking, but no.
I'm trying to think what animal would take.
Because even, I mean, each to their own. If I was a girl, I couldn't.
Well, it's not like no one knows it's you. Do you know what I mean? No one knows it's you. Obviously, you're a girl, then you turn back into you.
Yeah, but I'd know.
Yeah.
And I just.
Yeah, but that's not you anymore.
I mean, like I say,
you don't have them tits or vaginas still.
I'm gonna say it. Because I'm biting my tongue. I couldn't lower myself to that.
Would you not?
I couldn't.
Yeah, but it's not you. I mean,
it's scum, Brad.
I mean, it is you, but it's not you.
I couldn't lower myself to it. I just
peas.
No, but I like you thinking. So you're doing it on the assumption you can keep the money, though.
Well, it's me.
All right,
it's my account. Do you know what I mean?
Play. Joe, just quickly, what animal?
I'd probably said animal. I'd probably said dog. You know, it's sort of simple. It's a nice life, innit?
So I'd like to go for a monkey. Quite like
that'd be a good.
I quite swing from trees.
Yeah.
So would you rather have to lick and seal 1,000 envelopes or wash 1,000 dirty dishes?
Envelopes.
Really?
You paper cuts on your tongue there.
You don't lick the fucking corners, do you?
Yeah, I don't mind licking envelopes.
They don't taste that bad.
No, they don't taste bad.
You'd lose a lot. Well,
it's not in a row, is it? You just do it.
True. So I could spend 10 days doing 100 envelopes.
Yeah, but you're probably going to wash 1,000 dishes in your life anyway, aren't you? To be honest.
That's true.
Yeah, but it's not your dishes or your own. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but even when I'm at work and I'm washing people's dirty dishes and they get fucking bits of food on it.
Yeah.
I'm doing envelopes.
I'd say envelopes.
I'm saying envelopes as well.
Do you want to put some music on? Lick away. Do you know what I mean? Lick away. You're alright.
Get a cup with some water to dunk your tongue into.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. Or just get a glass of water.
Would you rather get a tattoo from someone with their eyes closed or have to shave off all your hair?
I'd have to shave off my hair.
I'd rather shave off all my hair.
Oh, but then your hair on your head, ooh.
It grows back.
It does grow back.
Someone puts a tattoo on you with their eyes closed, it's permanent.
Depends what tattoo is.
You look weird with like no eyebrows as well, though, or eyelashes or anything like that.
I'd still... I was just saying, yeah, but it's all your hair.
All hair.
So eyebrows, so eyebrows.
It's all your hair. All your hair.
Yeah, I'd still shave off all my hair.
I think I would.
If it was this question last year, start of lockdown, easy hair.
Yeah.
But now I don't. I can go outside now.
With a tattoo.
Yeah. Depends what. Don't mean if it's.
Can I have a dot, please?
If it's in a place and no one's gonna say it ever or whatever, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Might as well. Don't have to be a big one.
Yeah, I suppose. I think I'd rather do the hair though, just because I won't mind, you're bald for a bit.
Oh, this next one's a good one. Mm-hmm. Would you rather have to spend a week alone in the woods with no tent, or spend one night alone in a haunted house?
Haunted house.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in ghosts? And whatnot?
Nah.
Nah.
I'd rather do the woods. I quite like camping and stuff.
I hate that.
What was the question? Sorry, camping in the woods or?
Well, would you rather spend a week alone? Oh wait, actually, I might have
a week alone with no tent.
A week alone in the woods with no tent.
Yeah,
or 1 night in a haunted house.
Absolutely haunted house.
Easy.
Yeah, I'm going to change because a week's a long time. I didn't think about the no tent. Although it would be good to go Bear Grylls, but
I can't do outside. I don't like bugs or mud. I'm a very indoor person.
Oh dear. So would you rather have to show your parents your browser history for the last week or have to post the last 50 photos in your camera roll on social media?
Should I look at my camera roll?
I mean, I've got nothing to hide in my camera roll, so
I have nothing to hide in my browser history either.
Should have maybe led with that.
Joe's got nothing to hide in his camera roll, but his browser history is something completely different.
45, 50. Last 50 photos easy.
Yeah, I'll do 50 photos as well.
Is it photos or just photos and videos?
To be honest, either.
So you're saying camera roll?
Is it photos or just videos and photos?
Well, camera roll. Well, it says photos. So yeah.
50 photos.
Easy.
Yeah, either or, mate.
So,
set your pick.
So I've got a question, Brad. What's in your browser history that you don't want people to see?
I can go through it if you want.
No. It's not us you need to show. It's your parents.
I've just googled Beyonce, so
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The only thing they'd see from mine is Christmas shopping. If I'm honest.
Before that was Microsoft. So it's not bad. I don't even use my fucking browser.
So, would you rather dive down to the bottom of the ocean or travel into space?
Travel into space.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't even do it.
Although no one's been to the bottom of the ocean, you don't want to.
No.
Scary shit.
Yeah. Fish are scary shit.
Yeah.
But there's
Imagine seeing a shark. Shit yourself.
don't forget. Well, there's a lot of risk in both, but I suppose there's a lot more risk traveling to space.
Do you think?
Well, no, because you're in the fucking what they call the big satellite things.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
The ISS, the space station.
That's it. Yeah, space station. So if you're sat in there,
You've got to get there first, mate. There's been loads.
Rocket.
Yeah, but there's been numbers of recorded failed rocket.
There's also been loads of recorded people dying in the ocean.
No one's got to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
I'm not going in the sea.
You're not going in the sea.
I'm not touching that sea.
And in the same way, if I can't go to the sea.
So would you rather have 8 eyes or 2 noses? I'd rather have 8 eyes.
Are they next to each other?
Well, this is what I want to know. Can I pick where these are?
Yeah.
Mate, you'd have one back of your head.
Mate,
for sure.
Think how much of a good fighter you'd be.
Well, eyes like that.
Bring it on. Eyes in the back of my head, on my elbows and my toes and everything.
I get
Are they visible?
Well, I assume so. They're eyes. Eyes are not visible, are they?
Yeah, no, but they could just be under your skin, but you can see through your skin.
A nose is pretty discreet, isn't it?
Are you... A nose in the middle of your face.
Depends how big your nose is, isn't it?
If you could have a nose
on your foot,
bottom of your heel or not.
Mate, you're gonna stand on it every time you take a step.
You'd still feel
You're gonna break your nose every step.
Yeah, it's like you wouldn't.
You wouldn't want it on your back. Because every time you fart, you'd want to throw up.
Oh yeah.
There's no good way.
There's no benefit to having it on your face.
There's no good place to have a second nose.
So 8 eyes or 2 noses.
That's a bit.
I think you'd look less weird with 2 noses, like next to each other. If they sort of split, so you'd have 4 nostrils.
Twin noses.
You know what I mean? You'd have 4
Siamese twins of noses. That's brilliant.
I think you look more normal than 8 eyes. Like
it's not in your face though.
Who says?
I don't know. I don't like that one.
No, I
don't like this next one either. I'll just read it, but we don't have to answer it. Would you rather have to pay for everything in pennies or work 9 till 5, 6 days a week? I've done 9 to 5, 6 days a week.
Yeah, obviously.
Nice.
Which days were day off? Saturday or something?
Mondays to do the podcast.
Mondays.
What was the first one?
Pay pennies for everything.
Pay pennies for everything.
Couldn't do that. I'd take the neck.
What? So can I not buy stuff online?
Well, no.
I assume not.
No.
What's everything I buy? I have to go into a shop.
Pennies, yeah.
But I won't be able to shop on Amazon.
Well, you'd have to pay somebody to get it for you in pennies.
Oh,
how many pennies do you have to have lying around?
They would hate you.
Think trying to pay an Xbox, which is like $3.50 in pennies.
Every paycheck will come in
pennies.
You
wouldn't be able to breathe.
Imagine getting paid £1,500 a month, all in pennies.
Friggin' hell.
How many pennies is
You'd have to have a vault, wouldn't you?
Scrooge Duck.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, that's his name, Scrooge McDuck.
This one didn't read very well. Would you rather you could never read... Oh, it does read very well. It was just my head. Would you rather you could never read another book or never watch another movie? I'm happy.
I don't read books.
I don't read books, really.
I can read, but not very well.
See, it's an hard one for me because I feel like you learn more from books.
Do you think?
In a sense.
How often do you read?
I don't.
Exactly.
But I feel like I'd get more... Well, I am a film buff. So yeah, I'd probably go with the book. I'm overthinking it. I need to not overthink these.
Yeah.
Right.
So we all saying book?
I'd say book, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Would you rather have to dress head to toe in lime green for the rest of your life or have to wear a nappy under your clothes for the rest of your life?
So wear a morph suit every day for the rest of your life.
Lime green morph suit. Or just
The only morph suit you ever see
lime.
is fucking lime green.
Well, it does say head to toe, so I'm assuming you wouldn't have to be a morph suit. It could just be any...
And that can't come off, can it?
You top... Well, I'm assuming you're allowed to take it off, but every time you dress up, it has to be lime green. And you have to be wearing it from top to bottom.
So could you not...
You've got lime green trousers, lime green top, lime green shoes.
Yeah, but
And a
you
lime
can
green
just
hat
put
if you wear
clothes over it, no?
Yeah, but it'd be lime green.
All I'm thinking of is a green screen. You'd be...
You'd be screaming on a green screen. I wouldn't mind wearing a nappy under your clothes. You get away with a few things.
That's what I mean, yeah. I think that.
Yeah, but you can't shit yourself, can you? I mean, you can, but...
You wouldn't,
It'll
though,
smell.
would you?
You wouldn't.
Do you know what I
You just
mean?
wouldn't.
What's he wearing nappy instead of like boxers?
You'd have a nice talked ass.
Yeah.
What?
Well, you wouldn't. I don't think I'm going to do it for you.
Exactly, yeah, no one's going to change it.
Don't you get nappies with talc in them?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
That's a
know.
kid. I don't...
Ask Alan.
That you know of.
Wow.
Only pulling you piss. So would you rather have a permanent bad haircut or permanently have spinach stuck between your teeth? Brad, your hair's always dead.
I was going to make a joke with you.
Well, I beat you to it. So would you rather always have a bad haircut or always have spinach between
Bad
your
haircut.
teeth? Yeah.
Oh, I always have what? Spinach in my teeth.
Yeah. That's a hard one, mate.
Is it like in between the teeth?
Yeah,
or is
yeah.
it like
Well, it does say...
in like...
It says stuck between your teeth.
Oh, yeah, no chance.
Rather have bad hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I'd stick a hat on it. Why should I be wearing hats? I would have got me ass to
Yeah, because if you go anywhere, everyone's going to be like, oh, you got spinach in your teeth. And it's like, oh, yeah, cheers, mate. I can't get that
I made
out.
a bet like this 20 years ago.
Imagine seeing Kieran, you'd be reminded of it every day. All this, it tells everyone they've got dead haircuts anyway.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
So we'll do last couple. Would you rather you could only speak in rhyme or only communicate things through drawings? Only rhyme. I'd be a sick rapper.
I can't draw.
You'd be an awesome rap artist.
Wait.
Would you rather you could only speak in rhyme or only communicate through drawings?
Would writing, is that drawing or is that just writing? Would you class writing as drawing?
No.
What about bubble?
Do you have to think of the rhymes?
No, because it's called bubble writing.
Yeah, but it's still drawing.
Yeah, but it's text.
What, so it's pretty much just Pictionary?
Basically, yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Like I say, if you could only speak in rhyme, think how much of a good MC you'd be.
But it hasn't,
How much
it
of a
hasn't
good
specified.
time.
Do you have to think of the rhymes before it? So someone says
No,
something,
it just,
you've got
it
to
just
think.
comes out.
Yeah,
It just comes out.
Yeah.
In that case,
Like
yeah.
we're speaking now, obviously it just comes out naturally.
Yeah, it would come out naturally after a while.
But I suppose if that comes out naturally, then the drawing would come naturally as well.
Yeah, but you'd have to assume someone would be able to interpret what you've drawn.
Yeah. I suppose you'd be a mute though, wouldn't you?
Talking in rhyme will be fine.
Yeah.
I would take it for that.
Quite a lot. You should cogs turning.
Okay, what the fuck? So then, do you want to end it on a weird one or a good one?
We'll do a good one, then weird one.
Okay, so this is the weird. We'll do the weird.
Do a good one first, then end on the weird one.
Okay. So would you rather all your teeth fall out or all your hair?
Hair.
We're talking permanent here.
Ooh, teeth.
Hair for me.
Could you get false teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're not. We're thinking it here. I'm
Well,
saying
if I can get
permanently.
false teeth, man.
No. I'm saying no.
Oh.
We're being dead simple here. If you lose all your hair's not coming back. If you lose all your teeth ain't. You
Is
ain't
it all
getting
your hair or head hair?
all your hair.
No, teeth.
Teeth. It would be annoying. As
Hair for
fuck.
me. Couldn't lose my teeth.
Smoothies, milkshakes, and good.
You'd only eat like. See, told you'd be a good pensioner.
Yeah.
Said this on a few podcasts ago. You'd be a great
carrot and
pensioner.
Swede. That's it.
There you go. Carrot, he'd be happy. So we'll end it on a bit of a weird one now. So this one is it's the answers are a bit weird. So would you rather live the rest of your life without TV and the internet, or have to wrestle an alligator?
I'll wrestle an alligator.
I'm wrestling an alligator too. Yeah. Just to say I've wrestled an alligator mainly.
You can say it on podcast.
I've wrestled an alligator.
There we are.
There we go.
If you don't choose it, then
you've got to be an alligator. People do it professionally, don't they? So
I mean, the podcast is pretty much built off TV and internet.
Exactly.
So, you know. But we've had some very good Would You Rathers there. There are a lot more. We might return to doing some more of these another time.
Just to go back.
Go on.
While recording the podcast, we're not using internet or TV.
No.
So you can still record the podcast.
You don't. No, because you wouldn't be able to download any software.
No, I couldn't, but you two can. Do you know what I mean? I'm not using it. But the people I'm with can.
Are you trying to get out of wrestling an alligator?
I'm just saying that I can still record a podcast, I just can't do any research or whatever. I'm pretty much just there for talking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty much just pointless. I'd still wrestle an alligator just because of my free time. Do you know what I mean?
But that's TV and internet, so you won't be able to watch TV either.
Read a book.
You just said you don't read books.
Well, how would you play an Xbox with your mates?
Yeah.
Go offline, just play FIFA.
That's how. What would you play it on? You got no TV.
So I can't watch TV, I don't have a TV.
You're still watching things on TV.
I have a TV.
I like to see it's nice to see where your head goes to on these things, definitely. But no, it's been good to sort of end things on how we've started, really. Like I said previously, this is a re-record, so what we might do now is we might, depending on how it comes out, I've got to still listen to that shit show from last week. I've listened to some of it. I'm still trying to listen to it. Just while we're on this subject, Joe, how bad was it when you turned up the other week?
God, I mean, you might hear some chants in there. You might hear a bit of
I don't know what footage we've got. I know what part... We've got the start, but I don't know if we've got the end. I've only got about 50 minutes worth.
We'll see then. We'll see.
Is that 8:50?
But according to your mum, it went on for 2 hours. So...
I was going to say, 50 minutes was not enough time. We were cheering and shouting for ages.
So what happened when you walked in, Joe?
Well, it started with, we love you, Joseph, we do.
We love you, Joseph.
That was a nice warm welcome.
Yeah.
And then I think Fox was stood over there. So I went over to him and he was trying to make me build some football teams. Like starting lineups.
Why?
The top six. The top five in Arsenal. But, you know.
Love it.
Why? Just why?
Yeah, it was bizarre. And then...
I don't know, Fox loves his FIFA, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think it might be good if we even put in some pictures of some concepts of how the podcast started.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice.
You know, just a little...
Yeah.
Just to show how far we've come this last year. Even if we show the minimal... Even because I've got the pictures of you drawing it on paper.
Yeah, man.
Stuff like that, you know. But it's been a good year, guys.
Absolutely.
And, I appreciate you both coming on this journey along with me.
Yeah.
And
same to you as well, do not worry.
Absolutely. And I think it's been a good year for us. As always, Joe, we're very thankful for what you've done, but
no problem.
Very thankful for everybody who's listened in the last few months, engaged with us, and yeah, it's been a good year, and hopefully this
it's only
time
going to get better.
Yeah, and this time next year we'll be able to reflect on how we've started, and you should see some dramatic changes.
Yeah.
Really, but
here's to 2021.
Here's to 2021. We'll have a little. I've got an empty mug, but we'll have a little clink of the cups and that. Just before we go, Brad, do you want to remind everyone of our partner?
It's Swift Lifestyles. So if you go onto the website, swiftlifestyles.com, click what you want, go to checkout, go into the promo code and type in "having it out," all capitals, to get 15% off everything.
He's been practicing that.
He's been practicing. You'd hope so after all this time. But yeah, guys, thank you as always for listening. Everyone engaging, listening, everything you guys have done up to this point. We're so grateful for.
Yeah.
And we look forward to what's coming next year.
Hope you've had a good 2020 and we hope you have an even better 2021.
Yeah, definitely. But without further ado, guys, this has been it for this year's Having It Out.
Yeah.
This is it. This is another year done. Thank you again, guys. I hope you all have a very happy new year. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, take care of your friends.
Live life to the full.
Yeah, and we'll see you in 2021 for the next episode.
Crazy.
Peace.
Peace out, guys. See you later.